In today's video, we'll be looking at capacitors or a capacitance of a capacitor. Now, what is a capacitor? A capacitor is a two-terminal electrical device that can store energy in the form of an electricity. Two-terminal electric device stores data form of electricity. Take note of this word. It consists of two electric conductors, which you can see here, 1 and 2. For the schematic diagram, you can see it here. These are the conductors that are separated by a distance. This is the distance. The space between the conductor might be filled by a vacuum or with an insulating material known as dielectric. The ability for a capacitor to store charge is known as a capacitance. Therefore, capacitor is used to store charges in a circuit for future use. There are three ways in which we can determine the capacitance of a capacitor. So before we look at ways to determine a capacitance of a capacitor, we need to derive the equation of a capacitance of a capacitor, which the charge is directly proportional to the voltage. Let's call this equation 1. To remove the sign of proportionality, the charge will be equal to the constant, which is the capacitance of a capacitor, times V, which is the voltage connected to the capacitor. Let's call this equation 2. Therefore, as C is equal to Q all over V, equation 3. This is the equation of a capacitance of a capacitor. So knowing this equation, there are three ways to determine the capacitance of a capacitor. We have number 1, series connection. Number 2, parallel connection. Number 3, parallel plate capacitor. These are the three ways in which you can find the capacitance of a capacitor in a circuit. Now we are going to be deriving the equation of each of them one by one, and let's dive in while we do that. Series connection. Now in series connection, the capacitance is connected this way. So we have the voltage, and we have three capacitors, C1, C2, and C3, connected in series. In series connection, we have the same charge and different voltage. Which will help us in deriving the equation of a capacitor connected in series. Our Q is equal to CV. Let's call this equation 1. And to derive the capacitors in series, we have the same charge passing through each of the capacitor. So therefore, V equivalent will be equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Since we have different voltage passing through each of the capacitor, so V1 is passing through C1, V2 is passing through C2, and V3 is passing through C3. So therefore, our V1, if we make V subject of formula from this equation, we'll have V is equal to Q all over C. Now therefore, let's call this V equivalent. Let's substitute equation 3, this equation 2, into equation 2. Now if V equivalent is equal to Q all over C, so meaning that V1 will be equal to Q all over C1. Remember, it's the same charge in series connection. V2 will be equal to Q all over C2. V3 will be equal to Q all over C3. So we are going to be substituting V1, V2, V3 into equation 2. Doing this, we'll have Q all over C is equal to, let me call this C equivalent, Q all over 1 C1 plus Q all over C2 plus Q all over C3. Now what is common in this equation? Q is common. We are going to be extracting Q to have 1 all over C1 plus 1 all over C2 plus 1 all over C3. Doing this, we'll be having this in this equation. Q bracket open 1 all over C equivalent will be equal to Q bracket open 1 all over C1 plus 1 all over C2 plus 1 all over C3 bracket close. Q cancel Q. My 1 all over C equivalent will give us 1 all over C1 plus 1 all over C2 plus 1 all over C3 plus dot 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 plus 1 all over Cn. So this is the equation of a capacitor in series connection. So we have just derived the capacitors in series connection. We'll be looking at capacitor in parallel connection. Now for parallel connection, this is how it is connected. Therefore, what we have, same voltage and different charge. Take note. Now, this is what will help us in solving or deriving the equation of capacitant of a capacitor in parallel connection. Having the general equation Q is equal to CV. Let's call this equation 1. Having different charge, Q equivalent is equal to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3, meaning that is a different charge that is entering C1, is a different charge that is entering C2, and is a different charge which is Q3 that is entering C3. Knowing this, let's substitute our Q1 is equal to C1V, Q2 is equal to C2V, Q3 is equal to C3V. Knowing this, we have the substitute equation. Let's call this equation 2 and let's call this equation 3. Let's substitute equation 3 into equation 2. This is what we are going to be having. CV is equal to C1V plus C2V plus C3V, because it's having the same voltage in each of the capacitor. V is common, so we are going to extract V, and V is common, we are going to be extracting V. V will cancel V. What's left? C equivalent is equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3 plus dot 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 plus Cn. This equation is the equation of capacitor in parallel connection. Now, let's talk about parallel plate capacitor. Parallel plate capacitor is given as mathematically C is equal to Q divided by V2 minus V1, or C is equal to E naught A all over D, where E naught is equal to the permittivity of free space, which is given as 8.8 times 10 raised to the power of minus 12 farad per meter. D is the distance of the plate, and A is the area between the plate. Now, knowing this, we have gotten the three equations used to solve for capacitors in series, capacitor in parallel, and parallel plate capacitor. And the next thing we'll be looking at is something known as energy stored in a capacitor. The energy stored in a capacitor is equivalent to the work done charging the capacitor. Mathematically, there are three equations for energy stored in a capacitor. First equation is U, which is the energy, is equal to half times charge square all over the capacitor. The second equation is U is equal to half capacitor times voltage square. And the third equation is given as U is equal to half QV. So these are the three equations to solve energy stored in a capacitor, which is measured in joules. Now, next video, we'll be looking at the calculation of series connection, parallel plate connection, parallel connection, and energy stored in a capacitor. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.